happy with how this came out. Definitely going to add on some red battery operated lights into my makeshift mesh flames so that it could be even more lit up at night. Hi guys, and welcome to the episode of Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addict, where I become the headless crafter. I'm just joking because I don't know what happened. The camera moved and I ended up being cut out of the video. So I'm just showing you the witch's legs here that I'm using because I was going to use the witch's hat wreath form to make a hat and a witch's feet sticking out of it, but me and that plastic mesh that everybody loves from Dollar Tree do not mix, and I tried to make a wreath that didn't work out, so I just decided to take last year's, I'm pointing to the red and orange mesh that I bought. That's going to be a flame under my cauldron. This cauldron is from 2 years ago from the Dollar Tree. It's great. I can't believe it. It's stood the test of time. And I usually put candy in it, but since there's no trick-or-treating this year, I decided to make a cauldron with the witch's feet sticking out of it and some lights, and use everything I have in the house. The mesh, floral mesh or whatever that stuff is called, deco mesh, and all the stuff that I bought. I'm just going to figure out a way to use it and turn this cauldron into something pleasant to look at for Halloween day when the kids do go around, or when kids walk by, or they bicycle ride, or they're walking their dogs. They can at least enjoy something fun to look at. I usually put out the blow-up inflatable, which is huge, that I have, but for some reason I misplaced them, and I might have taken them to a Halloween event at a shelter and left them there, which I'm devastated about, but they might turn up. In the meantime, I'm turning this cauldron and witch's legs into a fun little hocus pocus type of Halloween decor piece for outside. I did have these flowers left over from Walmart clearance. Believe it or not, these were 9 cents a bunch, and I think I have 5 bunches, so it was like under 50 cents for all of those flowers. It's cheaper than even buying some more deco mesh, since I did cut up a lot of my deco mesh and it didn't work out. And I do have those purple, weird looking pieces from some other old sprigs of flowers I bought. I just am showing you a bunch of things I have. I had a spider left, and one flower with an eyeball, and one purple pumpkin. A lot of miscellaneous Halloween stuff that I'm going to try to turn into something fun to look at, because I don't like to just harbor all kinds of stuff and not use it. And I am hot gluing those witches' feet in, although you can use E6000 or mastic glue or anything really. And then at some point later, I did go in and reinforce them at the top where they meet with the handle of the cauldron. I actually put some double-sided super glue tape, because that double-sided tape really is incredible, just to make sure that they don't jostle around. It is very windy out by me, and I will be putting some rocks or bricks at the bottom of this when it's all been said and done to weigh it down, or this boiling witch's cauldron will take flight and be in the ocean. On the handle so that it doesn't move anymore, to further stabilize the witch's legs, because I don't want them flopping around. And I do live in a super windy area, but there's lots of little hot glue strings. But the pile of hot glue that I filled the holes with is getting dry now, and they're pretty stable. And I don't know if you can see, but I really like how they're taking form. Also, I did make that pile of red and orange deco mesh ball of confusion. That's going to be the flames underneath this, because she's going to be a witch getting burned at the stake, I think. And then I do have this tubing that I absolutely love. Also, I have I forgot to mention, I have a witch's hat that I'm just a very plain witch's hat that I picked up at the Dollar Tree in one of the costume sections, and I have filled it with a bunch of empty what else but Dollar Tree bags before they got rid of the plastic. I definitely have a lot of them. So I'm filling that up with empty plastic bags so that it stays pointy. And then I'm just gonna take one plastic bag and sort of give it a little bit of a round shape and hot glue the rim of the inside of the witch's hat because I don't want the stuffing to fall out. See that? It's stuffed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and gonna move this out of the way for 1 second, just in case you guys don't see what I'm doing. I'm just gonna put some hot glue all around the very edge of, oh, I need some more glue. Hot glue and I, we don't mix. But I'm trying, because I really think this is gonna look so cute. Okay, so I'm just putting the hot glue all over the edge, very rim. It doesn't show on the outside. And then putting all of that in. And then the bag that I sort of made kind of rounded off, I'm just gonna stick. You gotta let it sit for a second though, because if it's too hot, it'll melt the bag. I'm just basically doing that to keep everything in. You could take a piece of cardboard or something like that, but I don't feel like buying cardboard or anything at the Dollar Tree. I could just seal it up with another bag. I just want it to stay inside. For me, and that was a free way of doing it. Then I'm going to start unrolling all of this black deco mesh off of the cardboard. I just want it to pop up in front of those legs, like maybe her skirt or her clothing is smushed into the cauldron. Leave it up to the imagination. And then I'm going to take this tubing. It's tied together with a piece of plastic. And I cannot untie it, of course. How to get a scissor. This tiny piece of plastic was like crazy strong. So I'm gonna just put this in here too with no specific, nothing complicated. I hate complicated. It does not work for me. Just want to unravel it off of the way that it was rolled. These could be worms or snakes, whatever it is. They're cool purple pops of color in with the black witch's dress. I am gonna cut a small piece of this purple stuff to add to the hat at the end, just like that. I cut a piece off. And I really like actually the sloppy, weird way that it is all put together in the pot. So I think it's kind of funny to just put the hat, her hat coming through her legs like that, like her hat fell off and it's in between her legs and she's in the cauldron and her dress is a hot mess. And it really is starting to look super cool, but I'm gonna have to just, I have a couple of these flowers with the eyeballs left, and I think I'm gonna put one or two in as though her eye is by her hat, or maybe one of these eyeballs. I don't know which eyeball I want to use. I think I like this eyeball. Hello guys. So I did go ahead and put a bow on her hat, and I'm gonna glue gun some of this stuff on as well to decorate the hat. And I think I'm gonna put the flowers in the bottom as well. And I can't figure out a camera angle to show you all of that, but I'm gonna move the camera away so you can see it. So here is the deco mesh that resembles flames, and I did decide to, wherever it was looped, I cut it. I'm gonna cut this too because I decided that this is the witch's hair. This is her eyeball. Her hat is all squished up, and I added the flowers. I'm just gonna string some lights through it, and she's boiling in her own cauldron. And they put some flowers in the pot because they're part of the magic potion. But it's pretty cool. I love it. I think it's very cute, and frankly, I didn't pay almost anything for these roses, so I added them in instead of deco mesh. But you could just fill it with lots and lots of deco mesh, and it would have been, honestly, this cost me way less than even $10. I spent about 50 cents on all of these flowers because I did get them on clearance. $2 on the red and the orange deco mesh. I have black deco mesh and purple tubing mesh in the pot, so that's 4. The pot itself was 5, 6, 7. It was under $10 for this. Even if you did buy these at $1 a bunch, you could do this for under $10. And a lot of us have a witch's hat from a kid's Halloween costume left over, and you know, leftover floral from Halloween. And I think it's really, really cute, and I'm really excited about putting it in front of my yard on a empty pallet and putting a strobe light and just having it look like fire. So I'll show you guys what it looks like after I get it out there. I think it looks really cute and funny, and yeah, I love it. I weighted it down with some bricks on the other side so it doesn't fly off the deck, and I'm gonna light it up tonight and show you guys how it came out. I think I might buy some red lights to put in the red part that's supposed to look like fire, because I just think it'll look even cooler. I do love how it looks. It looks spooky. I hope you guys enjoyed this super short, easy peasy, using up whatever's left over Halloween decor, simple DIY. And if you did, please do like and subscribe to my channel. And as always, stay safe and stay savvy, guys. Happy Halloween.